deal out there? You were in command all night long.
Yeah. I felt like there were a couple times where I lost it, but the pitches were competitive enough, and you add in the fact that we were playing pretty solid defense. A couple double plays definitely helped your cause.
This was the first time you've pitched into the eighth.
Yeah.
How big a deal was that? Was there a conversation? And
No conversation. I think that I was just in control leading up to that point. My first start in college, I went 8, and I haven't sniffed it since. So it's funny, but it felt really good.
I mean, as ways go to celebrate a contract,
Yeah.
is that a pretty good one for you?
Yeah, I'd say so. Very excited, about the long term, but also really focused on the present. And, it was nice to kind of have a day to let it breathe so that then I could really focus up for the start.
What did it mean to you to kind of deliver after that as well? You guys were mentioning that having you as an ace is such a important thing, takes a little bit of a pressure off the group offensively. Right. To deliver in that spot.
Yeah. I like to think that I could fall into that category of a guy that can, be a stopper. That's really all I got to say about it.
Signed a contract that makes you a Red Sox for a long time. How significant is that for you and your family?
Yeah, it's really cool. Going back to when the trade went through, we knew Boston was a place where we would love to be long term. Credit to the front office for staying diligent and my agency as well. There was really good dialogue leading up to opening day, which kind of led us to the point where we felt like pushing past the deadline was the right call.
That lineup, what was working for you, or did you feel like you had pretty much everything?
Yeah, I would say fastball in, but I didn't get it there a whole lot. Overall, I felt like, just pouring pitches in the strike zone. I know that I've got good stuff, not in an arrogant way. It's just like I've got a lot of trust in it. So for me, it was just, let's pour some pitches in the zone, try and eliminate the walks as much as we can. Obviously, the 4-pitch one hurt, but it didn't come back to bite me, so I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
Was there an intentionality to signing the extension as soon as you were brought over? Did that kind of grow as you got to know everybody? Craig mentioned that was kind of a big thing for them. Was it for you as well, kind of getting to know the team, the fans, and everything, and making that decision that you want to do this?
Yeah, definitely. I think that just becoming comfortable in a new organization is something that doesn't come naturally. But once we got over to Fort Myers, I think that it really did. It kind of came to very organically, and something that me and my wife were really excited for.
What's the sense of relief that all of it's over, going back to when mid-season last year, or maybe you're going to get traded, then you finally do get traded this year?
Yeah.
Now you have that security. What does that feel like?
Yeah, it's, I can't think of the last time I played baseball for pride. In college you're playing to get drafted, and, once you're in the big leagues, you're playing to stay in the big leagues. So to have the security and feel like, I'm playing to truly just win ball games, it takes a lot of the riffraff out of it.
From a pitch mix standpoint, what stood out to you tonight? It seemed like you obviously commanded the four seam, but
Yeah.
cutter was working,
Yeah.
also sweeper. What stood out?
Yeah, the first start was pretty cutter heavy. Mm-hmm. Today, honestly, going back to it really didn't matter who I was facing today. I wanted to get back to throwing a lot more four seams. I was able to get ahead with it, and they took some good swings at it here and there, but overall I felt like it was something that I could just kind of stick with and ride the count out. You saw the at-bat with O'Neill where I think I threw 5 straight fastballs, and I felt like I was able to, kind of keep guys off balance. It's funny, when you do something in one start, the next start, they maybe expect it. So I think that being so four-seam heavy today, I think that kind of flipped the narrative of who maybe I was going to be this season. But yeah, just commanding the strike zone overall.